So this is my main touring rig. This is a 212 50 watt 2144 Marshall. I actually got this off a good friend and fan of mine, Steve Pierce, who kindly sold it. And before that, I believe it was owned by Ainsley Lister. So yeah, there's not many of them kicking around, only 200 I think, but I just love the sound of this amp. What makes this quite unique is it's got the reverb built in on it. And yeah, with the reverb, if you turn it up, it pushes the valves a little bit more. So it's interesting, it's easy, it's light, and it sounds the real deal. So yeah, this has been great on the album because it's an 80s amp made in 1980, actually here at the factory. So we took it back home to get looked at. It needed a few bits servicing and everything like that. But yeah, it's had a fresh service at Marshall, sounding absolutely sweet. Just love it. It's got that real classic Marshall sound, but like I said before, it's very rare to get the reverb on the Marshalls, and with this particular circuit board, it's what attracted me to it. Well, normally I just set the preamp volume at 6 and the master on about 4. I don't actually have it that loud. I mean, it can go loud, but it's great at this reasonable volume, especially when I'm on stage with the sound man. You know, if I was to turn this up, he would definitely not be happy about it. But yeah, it's good enough to get a little bit more power out of it than what I'm used to. And that just all comes down to the control. I've noticed with this amp, the bass is very responsive as well, so it's a very warm sounding. I think live-wise, the guitar's a lot more responsive to the older amp as well. Just whenever I roll down back the volume, you've got really good control on it. I guess how the old guitars and the old amps would have been back in the day, you know, and that's sort of the inspiration I take with Clapton. He doesn't use many pedals, you know, and rides the volume, so it's great for that style of playing. I think with any Marshall, they're a great platform for pedals. You know, you can great high, you know, clean headroom, and with this amp, actually it reacts a little bit different because when you do put a pedal in front of it, it distorts a little bit more. I'm not sure if that's because of the original speakers or the different components or whatever, or the reverb, but it's definitely breaks up a little bit more, so it feels like, you know, the tube screamer's breaking right at the front of the amp, which is, you know, the classic blues rock sound, isn't it?